Hi fragheads, it's Joanna, and today's video I will be talking about my newest fragrance note obsession, which is Iris. Ladies and gents, if you're new here, my name is Joanna and I do reviews and recommendations of affordable and luxury fragrances in my channel. If that sounds your vibe, then please do keep watching. Iris is a note I didn't know I love until lately. To me, it is something that smells a little bit vegetal. Like that's why a lot of iris dominant fragrances are actually mixed with carrot seeds as well. I find it smelling lipsticky, powdery, hence some people describe them as something that smells makeupy. I decided to make this video because I am having a big craving for iris fragrances right now. So what I did is to gather all my favorites, or let's just say the best iris dominant fragrances that I've ever tried so far. I was actually surprised because I have a lot of iris dominant fragrances and maybe I just didn't realize how much I love it until today. Without further ado, let's talk about my favorite iris. All right, the first one is a designer fragrance. I currently don't own a bottle yet. It is actually a fragrance that is suggested by one of you guys when I mentioned in one of my videos that I am having an iris kick lately. Somebody mentioned about Prada Infusion the Iris and I tried it in store. I loved it. However, I just didn't buy it yet because I waited for the Black Friday to come so I can buy it in a better price. To me, Prada Iris is a very likable, fresh, powdery, and musky scent that I think can be perfectly fitting in a work or like office setting. I think that perfume is best for someone who is starting to love iris as well. I cannot imagine anyone not loving that perfume. In my opinion, it is the best iris so far for women that I've ever tried in the designer's world. Prada Iris just smells very clean, fresh, and powdery. Very beautiful scent that I think is perfect for everyday use. So yeah, that's Prada Iris. Judging how it stayed on my skin when I tried it, I feel like it has a moderate longevity and projection, you know, around 4 to 6 hours or maybe even longer, let's say like 4 to 7. And it has a moderate but kind of like close to skin kind of projection. Yeah, that's why I think it is the best kind of iris to use in the office. The next one is by Givenchy and this is called Gentleman Reserve Privee. And to me, this is the best iris dominant fragrance for men that is from the designer's world. I know a lot of people compare this to Dior Homme, but to be honest, I prefer this. I just feel like this is more refined. Oh my, this is so good. I love smelling this on a man. However, I use this one as well from time to time. It is just so good. Such a classy iris that's a bit boozy and slightly nutty and chocolatey. This has chestnut and whiskey notes that are very prominent to my nose aside from iris. And also I'm getting that chocolatey touch somewhere. It's not listed, but I am getting that vibe out of this fragrance. This is such a sexy and classy iris dominant fragrance, guys. You have to check this one out. I actually included this in one of my videos for men. It's called Chick Magnet because this is one of my most favorite scent on a man. I love this fragrance, especially on my husband. And yeah, if you're a man watching this, you have to check Gentleman Reserve Privee. It has a good longevity, by the way, around 6 to 8 hours with moderate projection. Next fragrance is Sonic Flower by Room 1015. This is something I will call like a pretty girl iris because it has that vibe. This is such a pretty girl fragrance with a rock star core. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna describe it. I describe this fragrance as a scent of a girl who's very pretty, you know, wearing like a long flowy dress. However, on her feet, she's wearing Converse sneakers. She's a drummer of a band. That is the vibe of this fragrance. The iris in here is mixed with pink pepper that is very dominant to my nose as well. It is peppery, musky, and the ambroxan and cashmeran in the base makes this fragrance just smelling so pretty and inviting. I love this fragrance. One of my favorites from the brand Room 1015. I must say this is their most feminine leaning fragrance as well. The color of the juice represents the scent of this fragrance. Sonic Flower by Room 1015. And by the way, this one has around 4 to 6 or can stretch to 7 hours of longevity if you overspray and moderate projection. By the way, I will try to link the fragrances that I'm mentioning in the description box below, so check it out because some of them I actually have discount codes for you guys. Next up is a very recent discovery of mine, and this is called UNE the Apogee by Violet or Violet. This is a very interesting and complex iris and tobacco fragrance. You know, just come to think of it, like iris and tobacco together. It's kind of like very contrasting, right? This starts off very green and sparkly at the same time due to the hay and mimosa notes in the opening. Imagine you're walking in a field of iris with some haze from here and there, and you suddenly stumbled upon a sack of tobacco, and next to it there is like a soaked leather. There you go. That is the scent of UNE the Apogee. It is a very complex iris fragrance that I love so much. This is just special. It is green, a little bit earthy, and powdery. It is very creamy in the dry down, guys. I actually sprayed this morning, and it is so good. Such a sophisticated and luxurious scent. And one more thing that I like about this fragrance is that it is very unique. I don't think I've ever smelled anything like this. I will highly recommend this if you're into iris that is a little bit earthy and buttery at the same time. And also if you love tobacco as well, because this to me is mainly iris and tobacco. The longevity of this fragrance is very, very good, guys. On me, it lasts more than 8 hours with moderate projection. And I find this fragrance leaning feminine. Yeah, so that's UNE the Apogee by Violet. Next up is another complex fragrance, and this is Iris Malakhan. I'm gonna describe this as a very edgy iris dominant fragrance. So good. Another buttery iris mixed with some suede and galbanum, I think. This can start off a bit green. It is not a likable scent. That's what I mean actually when I say complex. Because of that green and weird opening, people might dislike this in the beginning. However, guys, the dry down of this is so beautiful. In the dry down, what you're gonna get is that buttery, creamy iris that is a little bit suedy, so it's a little bit bitter, and at the same time, it has the touch of white chocolate. This fragrance doesn't have a chocolate note, but I don't know, I'm getting a white chocolate scent in here. This is such a complex yet edgy fragrance, you know, something that will boost your confidence instantly. Love this one so much. I highly recommend, and the longevity of this one is no joke. This one lasts more than 8 hours on my skin. It's a Maison Crivelli's creation, so definitely it has a very good longevity. Really great fragrance, guys, and this to me is very unisex. Iris Malakhan by Maison Crivelli. Next up is Ulala by Theo Cabanel. Oh my, this to me is a wow factor iris and saffron combo. This is so sexy, guys. It has hazelnut and saffron in the opening. That definitely gives an edge to this fragrance. And the dry down is very lipsticky and makeupy, however, very edgy and sexy because of the saffron and the nuttiness coming from the hazelnut. I love this fragrance. This is my favorite from Theo Cabanel. You know what's funny about this fragrance is that it is comforting yet seductive. Definitely a fall winter kind of fragrance. I'm gonna describe this as a very sexy iris and saffron bomb. Yeah, that is Ulala. Longevity of this fragrance on me is around 6 to 8 hours with moderate projection. Also, I find this fragrance very unisex, however, leaning feminine. Yeah, Ulala by Theo Cabanel. Next up is the newest iris dominant fragrance in my collection, and this is Latessa by Musk Milano. Guys, this fragrance is very beautiful. I'm going to describe this as something like sparkly and luxurious iris. It has champagne note in the opening, and it has some floral notes as well, like ylang ylang and tuberose. However, I am not getting those in this fragrance. To me, it is mainly champagne, iris, and the creamy sandalwood in the base. I love this fragrance, guys. I am so happy that I finally have this fragrance, as I've been eyeing on this for quite a long time, and this is one of my Black Friday purchases, and this to me is one of the best iris that I've ever tried. I don't find this fragrance complex. It is very simple actually. The iris that is in here is a little bit green and musky as well. It is so well blended. I don't get any earthiness. This just smells very luxurious to me. It's like, you know, a winter staple fragrance. of someone who has old money vibes. That's how I'm gonna describe La Tessa. If you love creamy sandalwood and the iris with a little bit of like sparkly vibe, you will love this. I find this fragrance very unisex. However, it's leaning a little bit more masculine, but I will wear this fragrance. It's just that I know that there will be a lot of you who will find this leaning more masculine. However, I love this one and I'm definitely gonna wear it this winter time. Yeah, so that's La Tessa by Musk Milano. I've only worn this once and I must say that the longevity is very, very good. Lasted more than 8 hours on my skin and especially on clothes with moderate projection. Yeah, so we are down to the last fragrance, and if you're watching my channel, you kind of know that this is coming, right? This is my favorite Iris fragrance so far. Iris Shot by Olfactive Studio. Guys, this is, oh my god, so beautiful. This is buttery and creamy iris with a hint of almond and a touch of suede, just to give it like that slight bitterness. But it's perfect. It's perfect. It is very buttery and creamy that the bitterness is just in the background. I love this fragrance. It has aldehyde note as well. However, it's not too much. It's just perfect. It has cardamom, cassis, and pink pepper that are extremely well blended. So even though it's a bit spicy in the beginning, it won't hurt your nose. To me, the creaminess and the buttery aspect of the iris stood out in this fragrance. This in the dry down can be a bit lipsticky and powdery as well. So, you know, you will actually experience stages. That's why I love it so much. If you are an iris lover, I think you will definitely love this one. Yeah, Iris Shot by Olfactive Studio. And I must say that this is my favorite from the brand. That is the video for today, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. I will actually start doing a series of like my favorite notes and my favorite fragrances that are associated with those favorite notes. So watch out for that. Basically, this is the first one. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And write me in the comments down below your favorite iris dominant fragrance, okay? You have to let me know because I am definitely craving for iris fragrances lately. Yeah, okay. Anyway, I hope you're all having a fantastic day and see you on my next one. Bye, guys.